Hello, my friends. I am Manisha, your motivational speaker and soft skills trainer. And today, here I am to ask you the most important question. And the question is something which is there in every one of us mind. Like it actually troubles us, or we think about it. And some of us are very, very successful in finding the answer to the question. And some of us are still searching for the answer. Some of us has gurus to give us the right answer to this particular question. Some of us use the search engines to find the answer. Some of us are only successful in finding the answer by ourselves. And the question is, what is life? So you tell me, what is life according to you? So if I give you a biological explanation for the same, we say that when we form inside our mother's womb as a cell is when we start our life. And we say, and scholars say, I must tell you that life is considered as a time between B and D. So what is this B and D? That is your birth and your death, right? So between this B and D is when life happens. So now when I tell you about this B and D, also there are different aspects to it. If you go and ask what is B and D to an elementary teacher, she will tell that B in uppercase has two bellies and D has only one, and in lowercase B has got its belly on the left side and D has got belly on the right side, which is true in fact. But if you ask someone who knows about life and what life is, they will say that B is for birth and D is for death. So whatever happens between this B and D is what your life actually is. And what is between B and D? Exactly, it is the C. And now tell me what the C stands for. The C is the choice, or the C is the chance. Life always comes to us with chance, and life always comes to us with choices. So your life is completely based on what you choose to be. So if I give you some examples, for some, life is a gift. What they do is they treasure it. For some, life is a puzzle. So if what will you do if it is a puzzle? You will solve it, right? It is not necessary that you will solve it in the first instance. It may take several attempts to make sure that you solve the puzzle. For some, it is a mystery. So what you should do is you should learn from it. For some, life is beautiful. What you should do? Embrace it. For some, life is a challenge. What you should do is face it. So my point is, we all always have choices and chances in front of us in our hand. So it is completely on us what we should choose, because we have people around us in our life who will pull us down. Especially when you are in deep trouble, people will pull you further down and show you, or will tell you that your life's trouble is because of you. Yes, it is. It is because of you. It is because of the wrong choices that you made in the past. But it doesn't mean that you should go along with that pulling. What you are supposed to do is you should accept that fact that yes, my life is a misery because of the choices that I made in the past, and I am not going to stop here. I'm not telling that you're not going to stop making mistakes here. My point is, I am not going to stop here, and I am going to move further. I am going to make right choices, and I am going to take a chance with my life. Even in Bhagavad Gita, which is considered as one of the oldest literature on earth, in that also it is mentioned that man is belief of his choices and he become what he believes to be. Exactly. You will become what you believe to be. So your life is in your hand. Please do not give it to anyone else, because your biggest scholar, or your biggest critic, your biggest friend, and your biggest enemy is no one else, but it is completely you. Because, see, at the end of the day, what happens is, whatever consequences comes, positive or negative, these consequences are the result of choices that you make between your B and your D, right? We have no control in our B and we have no control in our D as well. But what we can control is the choices and the chances we take. So, what you are supposed to do is consider your life as a movie and live in present. Why? Because life is a moving commentary. For example, you all might have watched cricket and football in your life at least once, right? So how does it happen? Do they tell about what happened in the past, or do they do the life commentary, what is happening right now? Exactly, life is same. Life is a moving, a live commentary, and your focus has to be what is in the present. In present, make sure that you choose right, you take the correct step, and make sure you learn from the mistakes which have happened in the past and not repeat it again. Because I have read it somewhere recently that someone have said, which is very true as well. Life is a treasure hunt, and the key to this treasure hunt is you. Please do not be that stupid who will take the ski along with you to the grave, because most of the people, what they do is they don't know how to utilize the ski, and they keep the ski with themselves till the end, and they take the ski to the grave when they go. So I request you, I urge you, please do not be the stupid who takes the key along with you when you go to the grave. Utilize it now, use the key, find out your treasure, and be the best at your life. Thank you for listening.